Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of Infinitode 2. So welcome to another tutorial walkthrough video. Yesterday I showed level rumble. In this video I'm gonna show you level dev. It's the second level of the end game, and as a level rumble, this level cannot be played with endless research on. So that means that even if you do have active endless and you have a lot more of upgrades, even if you have endless maxed, this level will be limited to the normal research. So yeah, that's one big thing. So for that reason, try to have your normal research, as high as possible, especially on the towers that you're going to use and they're going to be useful for your strategy. For example, in this case for me, it's going to be freezing, it's going to be minigun, venom, Tesla, and flamethrower. And remember the general stats, if the more you have, the better it is. Miners, your modifiers, being as strong as possible. And then in terms of start research, this is the exact same research I use for level rumble. So what I recommend you to do is to do these levels together, because of the fact that you're gonna be limited to normal research. It's much better if you use a lot more stars to just try to maximize your efficiency as much as possible, right? And then after you get all the stars in these two levels, you can then reset again the start research, and you can go for again like loot frequency, loot rarity, and stuff to that's gonna help you to progress on endless. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You can see here that I have more stars because I got the 3 from level rumble, so I'm gonna use those 3 to get now my ball lightning to last 5 more seconds. And yeah, this is how my research looks like, my start research. Of course, if you have like less stars in terms of some levels, if you don't have everything level 3, you might have less research than this. But as I explained in my past video in level rumble, you can avoid getting these 6 stars on attack speed. You can avoid getting this experience given by the modifier. So those are already 10 stars that you could potentially not have and still be able to make it. So yeah, that's just what I recommend you to do. And yeah, now let's jump into the gameplay. This level once again has a pretty peculiar and unique path. And from the portal, all enemies will come out, even if it says that also bosses come out, but there are no boss waves here. And the portal is going to be 290% difficulty, and the base has no effects. So it's not like in level rumble where there are a bunch of other effects. In this case, there are no effects. And yeah, so there are many tiles here. You can see tower 5, tower 4, or tower 3 maybe somewhere. But yeah, you can, depending on where you place your towers, you can just exploit the effects. I recommend, of course, to go for either damage or attack speed. These 2 tiles are super good for your offensive towers. If you go for something like freezings, then use the range 5 tiles. In that way, you have more, you cover a larger area, you can increase the damage, you can slow more enemies, right? So it's just better. And yeah, I'm gonna start here by placing a flamethrower in this damage 5 tile right here. And this is a pretty nice spot because it's gonna allow the flamethrower to attack the enemies as they so sorry, here I messed up. I'm gonna just restart. You're gonna attack the enemies here at the beginning, right? You can attack the enemies again as they're moving upwards, and then when they move downwards. And then later on, you're gonna also be able to reach this side and to attack the enemies one more time. So that's a lot of space, right, that you can attack the enemies with. And another important thing is that you don't want to activate the auto wave button. So even if in these very early waves, you will be able to destroy the enemies, right, and to and the ability to call the next wave early, you don't want to do that. Exactly as rumble, you want to just let the timer to run out. This is going to actually award you some more coins, and especially you're going to get more energy early on. That is going to be useful because in for wave 6 and 7, you're going to need to use thunder. These are the 4 abilities that you have to equip for this level are going to be like thunder and ball lightning, and then 2 global ones like Firestorm and Nuke. You will not need to 100% use the abilities, right? But for example, here in wave 6 and wave 7, they're going to help a lot because, for example, you can use just 1 thunder and you can just destroy all the enemies wave 6 and 7 together, as you can see here. And so yeah, no need to place like a very early tower that can attack flying enemies, so that's why it's so useful. And the cool thing is that the lightnings are gonna still like be saved up for the next wave. Like for example, if there are only 4 enemies and you still have like 5 charges of lightning, they're gonna be held up and they're gonna be able to be launched in the next wave. So that's why Thunder is so efficient early on. Now here in wave 10, remember, healers, you wanna place Venom, of course, because Flamethrower cannot damage healers. So you're gonna need Venom to actually do damage to the healers and to just destroy them. In the early game, the most important thing you wanna have to do is, well, place bounties. You wanna increase your income and you wanna max, you know, as much as possible the coins that you have. So yeah, that's the deal. And so that's why I placed already 1 bounty, and I'm gonna just keep, you know, playing until I can get more. Remember, just let the timer run out. You're gonna use this strategy of letting the timer run out until like wave 80, pretty much 75, 80, around that time, and afterwards you can use the auto wave. So in case you can defeat 1 wave earlier on, you can call the next one automatically, so you can get the extra score, you can get the extra coins. But yeah, early on, it's not worth it. All right, getting here the first 2 abilities on Venom. And yeah, Venom and Flamethrower are so good on this map for the very simple reason that they not only do damage when enemies are in range, but they also have a damage over time effect. And yeah, that's pretty much the core of the strategy I'm going to use, exploiting the fact that the map is very large, right? It's very long, but the fact that you have the ability to keep on damaging enemies even if they get outside the range of the tower, it's what makes it so strong. And of course, I'm going to have to add some more towers in order to be able to, you know, attack all different enemy types and to be able to reach, you know, wave 100 pretty easily. But yeah, as you're gonna see, the strategy is gonna be quite straightforward and it's quite easy as well. So I'm gonna use here 1 search modifier for my Flamethrower. Remember, it makes Flamethrower a lot stronger if you use this this modifier here. It's gonna also increase the range of it. And most likely I'm gonna just get here Flamethrower and Venom level 1, right? Just after like wave 20, pretty much. Remember that healers are not only immune to like Flamethrower, but also to Firestorm. So that's why you have to be careful about healers, and healers actually are gonna be the type of enemies that are gonna cause you the largest amount of problems. So already try to remember all the waves, especially the waves mixed. For example, there are some healers incoming with other enemy types. So those are the waves that you have to be careful, and yeah, those are the ones that could be problematic, especially like from wave 60 onwards. So for example, here wave 62, 66, 67, all these 5 waves are like could become problem, because the healers are gonna just keep on healing enemies, and if you're not gonna destroy them, then those enemies are gonna eventually be able to go past. So for those waves, I just recommend to either upgrade your towers, or sometimes even better to just use abilities, right? You use 1 ball lightning, you use 1 thunder, and you just solve all your issues. Alright, after the 3rd modifier here, I'm gonna place Tesla, and I'm gonna place Minigun in these positions. I know they're pretty weird. Well, for Tesla it's not really weird, but for Minigun it's pretty weird, right? Because it's on the edge of the map, so it doesn't really cover much of the map itself. But in this way I will be able to, like, once I'm gonna get some modifiers for my Venom, I will be able to have Minigun to also benefit from the modifiers. So that's the only reason, pretty much. Getting everything now level 1. And actually here for the Toxics, I'm gonna just get Flamethrower level 2. So 3 bounties placed and 3 more to go. You can place up to a total of 6. But even like if you can place 6, you should be able to place like 5 if you have your research maxed. So 5, it's again like a pretty good number. And in this case, for example, I don't even think you need to place 6 bounties. You can just go with 5 and that should be enough. And try always to place the bounties when the total amount of coins you have is roughly double the amount of the cost to place the bounty. So for example, here see that it's almost 17, like 1800, right? Placing it. So I'm gonna place the next bounty when I'm gonna have around like 3400 cash. So yeah, that's just a very quick way to calculate, right, and to try to place your bounties while still keeping the other ones to have pretty good efficiency. Alright, level 2 here, Tesla's wall for this next toxic waves. Remember that every roughly 10 waves, enemies get the boost of HP. So like a wave 40, wave 50, 60, they progressively become stronger. So yeah, let's actually get all the towers here level 2, why not? Also Venom and Minigun. So my strategy is pretty much like this. I use Venom at the beginning to apply the poison, right? To start damaging the enemies. I have Minigun as well that has a larger area and can pinpoint, you know, the stronger target and can, for example, especially healers, right? You can start bringing them down. And then here I have Flamethrower. It's the other damage over time tower plus Tesla that again has a lot more range and especially ability to damage multiple enemies at once. So yeah, I'm trying to use these 4. I think these 4 towers work very well in combination with one another. Crusher, unfortunately, on this map is very bad because just there aren't good spots to place Crusher, and especially to place Crusher so that your other towers can attack enemies held inside. The map is so large and you're gonna end up placing your towers so distant from one another that I don't think it's worth it. Alright, so 4 bounties. So the next one is gonna cost 3000. So when you're gonna have around 5000 coins saved, you can place it. And I'm gonna also place a search modifier here for this minigun because it's gonna increase the efficiency of switching enemies, and it's gonna also increase the range of it a little bit. Yeah, always trying to adapt, you know. I'm gonna get now 2 modifiers, 2 damage modifiers, one for this Flamethrower Tesla combo and one for Venom and minigun. And now going for third ability here, more rotation speed and especially the hot bullets that is replaced with a poison effect. So I already have a burning here, and I think it's just better to increase the rotation speed, right? Especially like considering this is a spot where minigun is. Alright, I'm gonna get Venom and Flamethrower here level 3. And yeah, next, as soon as I defeat this wave, I'm gonna get the next bounty. Here we go. So that's 5, and that should be enough. Like even if you don't have or you can't place this 6th one, it should be good enough. Like the amount of coins you're gonna get. So yeah, for this gameplay, like I'm gonna only place 5 bounties, even if I could potentially place 1 more. And as I said before, you let the timer run out. You don't call the next wave early, even if you can, and you just let the enemies to come, right, and the timer to roll. Once your Flamethrower has enough range to attack here this vertical path, you want to set it on last. So you want to change targeting from random to last, right? That's what I recommend to do. And then here, getting both of them level 4, and probably also Tesla and minigun level 4. And now this stage is where you start placing like I just recommend, it just helps overall to place a vector there, an experience modifier, and placing 2 freezings. These two freezings are gonna, of course, get all the experience from Vector. They're gonna be able to level up faster. I'm gonna just get Vector here level 2, most likely. Yeah, level 2 should be enough. And therefore, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna be able to get the Snowball and then level 20 as well, very early on. And snowballs in this map are super useful because of the fact that you have the stun, pretty much, that is gonna affect the enemies, and because snowballs are gonna walk so much backwards, right? They're gonna also last a very long time. And yeah, it's just nice for that reason. And so yeah, that's what I recommend to do. And after you have this Vector like level 2, you place freezings like this. You can just start upgrading your towers, right? Remember that the maximum bounty efficiency, depending on research, could be like 3,000 or 3,200. Right? In my case, it's 3,200. So I want to keep like minimum that amount, but that means I can go, if I don't go below it, then I can get the upgrades, right? For pretty much free, keeping the efficiency at 100%. And I'm gonna also place here one, here another, and yeah, probably here another, right? Another freezing around the map just to add a little bit more slow, and probably also here in this corner, right? So yeah, a little bit more of slow, you know, around the map, and especially it's the first ability. Remember, the first ability from freezing increases the damage that enemies take when they are being slowed down. Now, Flamethrower doesn't cancel freezing anymore. It can be present at the same time, but it's gonna just reduce the efficiency of it. But that is not a problem. So I'm gonna just get, for example, here my Flamethrower upgraded level 8, doing a lot of damage, getting another damage modifier. I'm gonna do the same here for this Venom. I'm gonna get it level 8. Remember, damage over time is where most of your damage is coming from. So that's why you wanna upgrade, you know, Venom and Flamethrower first. There we go, level 8 should be enough. You can already see the stuns from the snowballs, right? Being super nice. And yeah, like at this stage, as I said before, from wave 75 onwards is where I recommend to activate the auto wave. So that means that all the waves that you're gonna be able to defeat a little bit earlier on, you're gonna be able to call the next one automatically, and so you can get the additional coins, slightly more score, right? And why not, right? So I'm gonna get attack speed here for both Tesla and Minigun. Yeah, just getting Minigun here level 7 and Tesla level 8 to just increase a bit more the damage, the range of it. But yeah, but at this stage, like, you just wanna max your Flamethrower. Like, I'm gonna get it level 10. You can see this is the tower that has the highest experience. Like, it's level 19. Venom is level 14, Minigun level 11, and Tesla level 13. And yeah, so even not using abilities, it's still fine, and you can still use abilities from wave 90 onwards. Wave 90 onwards is when the enemy is like a boost of HP, and so they become like pretty tough. But yeah, like the score quest to gain 1 star is the easiest one to achieve, because in the last 20 waves you just get so much score just from defeating the waves that reaching that 150,000 is super easy. Then the other 2 quests are actually linked together. So defeating wave 100 and doing more than 100 million damage, it's very close. Like, for example, when you defeat wave 100, you're gonna be already at like 85 million. So you just need to survive a couple more waves, and that's enough. So I'm gonna get here both of these freezings now with the ultimate, right? So I can generate these nobles all the time, regardless. I can sell all this. I can get another modifier here for this vector. I can even get it like level 3 to get a slightly more score. But as you can see, I already got the quest done. And now I'm gonna just max my Venom, right? Again, level 10. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that there are many different strategies that work here and that can help you to get the 3 stars at once. This is just one of many, I believe. You see that you don't need like many offensive towers. You just need to have the correct towers, right? Especially the damage over time ones, and covering good parts of the map, being able to maximize the efficiency, and then that's it. You don't really need that much else. I'm gonna get minigun here level 8. Probably next I'm gonna just max my Tesla. We're already past wave 90. You can see now it's wave 92, and I still have no need to use like abilities. Probably maybe wave 95 here for these healers. Let's see if that's gonna be needed. Alright, Tesla level 9. Yeah, let's see. No, not even needed, because with the area of effect damage from both Tesla and Venom, I can damage those healers as they are mixed between the other enemies, and so yeah, that's not a problem. And even if it looks like the damage doll quest still has a long way to go, see that it still needs like almost 50 million, but the fact that these enemies now get so much HP that if you multiply the amount of them for the amount of HP, you get the damage dealt like super fast. I think like in wave 104 already you get enough damage done. So yeah, you just need to survive a couple more waves past wave 100 to do the damage dealt quest. And yeah, this is just an easy way to do it, in my opinion. So that's Tesla also maxed. Then I could like upgrade these freezings a little bit more, right, to cover a larger area. I could upgrade my minigun, like anything works, really. Let's go, for example, here level 6, 6, and 6, right? Also here level 6. That was wave 100, right? And you can see that now damage dealt is going up very quickly. So yeah, like at this stage you can sell your bounties, or like if you want to compete for the leaderboards, of course you can go for placing even more miners, right, more modifiers, trying to boost the mining speed as much as possible. So that's also an option. In my case, I want to just show you a gameplay to get the 3 stars, not really to compete for the leaderboards. But yeah, this is wave 104, and that should be enough damage dealt now. Yeah, just a couple more, 1 million more in wave 105, and that should be it. So here we go. That's it, guys. In 105 waves, you should be able to get all the 3 stars done. And yeah, you can see that I only used like Thunder early on in wave 6 and 7, I think it was, and then that's it. Like the other abilities are not even needed. Of course, if you want to compete for leaderboards, then I recommend you to use abilities, right, and to try to survive as long as possible, also using Overload, placing a ton more miners. But yeah, this is not the purpose of this video. So yeah, that's it. Those are the 3 stars for level dev and update the strategy. And you can see here that the rewards for the quest are going to be 10 purple chests, then 2 epic ones and 10 accelerators, and then the last one is going to be 10 level 100% quality tiles, and then 40,000 green papers. And yeah, that's it. So now with this level, having got the 3 stars, I've got all the stars in the game that the game has to offer so far. And yeah, therefore, let's see here, maybe on the start research, no, after I reset again to farm loot on 6.3, I can maybe get some more upgrades. But yeah, that was it guys. Thanks for watching and see ya. Bye bye.